situation when you're in good form as a batting side. Deal with that a little better, what I meant to say. Good pace, 141 clicks. And that's the other thing about Pakistan bowling attack and some of the bench strength that they've got. Last time we counted, there were 14 fast bowlers in Pakistan circuit that could bowl more than 140 clicks. 140 plus. That is such a value.
Bounce. Also in Asian conditions, Australia coming to India and beating them in Indian conditions because of their fast bowlers. In the World Cup, Asia Cup fast bowlers will have a big role to play against big teams with the possibility of dew as well.
I think in 50 overs cricket, you'll get the advantage of reverse swing as well. Pakistan are quite well equipped to bowl reverse. That'll be an added advantage to Shaheen Afridi and company. This fella is not bad. He can bowl wonderfully well with the old ball. Wasim Junior.
Hitting the seam, squared him up. That's where Afghanistan is also consciously working towards finding the fast bowlers 140 plus. Next, we conducted a fast bowling camp as well before this series. Guides it down to third man. Also, we got Navid Sundana in High Performance Center in Kabul to train the fast bowlers. And we will spend some time the Afghanistan fast bowlers before that as well in Abu Dhabi. A good crop of fast bowlers coming through. We need a little bit of training and conditioning.
Since the 2019 World Cup, Afghanistan's fast bowling has been impressive. It's just that so much focus is on Rashid Khan and Nabi and Mujib that they forget the value of fast bowling. And there are quite a few young upcoming fast bowlers coming through, as you rightly mentioned, with pace, with attitude. All they need is better game awareness, when to bowl a Yorker or a slow ball. That's a nice shot, beautifully timed. That will go and hit the fence in no time. Great end to the over. Afghanistan 47 for the loss of 2.
Are you over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days? I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. Call now for this free book on maximizing your income in retirement. Annuity.
Call 800-680-0446.
As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched numerous products and summarized rates and benefits of annuities, all from Silac Insurance Company.
Call 800-680-0446. That's 800-680-0446.
Call now.
Whether because of discomfort, lack of mobility, your lifestyle, or occupation, you sit inactively way too many hours a day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact.
It is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance, plus stimulate healthy circulation.
My joints feel better, my knees feel better, my back feels better, and it makes me feel stronger too.
Perfect for home therapy. Whisper quiet to use while you work.
My circulation is moving, I'm burning calories, and it makes me feel energetic.
Call now and order Ellipse, the seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation. Call and get upgraded to the Deluxe Bundle. Get the faster motor for 5 miles of steps per hour, the step counter, the sport mat, and
history, knowledge, and all that.
I've got a match show, and it's a stiff contest. And you're winning hands down, by the way. Well done.
Thank you very much. That's really, really kind of you, Ramesh. It's an honor being part of the same commentary panel with you, and we absolutely are enjoying your mesmerizing voice and the way you put words and you just add to the beauty of the game. Thank you.
I can drop the mic and retire now. That's gone past the man at shot fine. 50 comes up for Afghanistan. They need this. Bit of rhythm, momentum, bit of freedom to hit the ball. Overpitched and slicing it.
An excellent player of spin bowling, Hashmatullah Shahidi. He knows the areas, especially score of the wicket. Both the batters like to score of the wicket on the offside. Hashmat and Vyas, a partnership developing.
So this could be a good phase for Afghanistan. Just don't lose a wicket. Make sure you drag this now to maybe 100 for 2. And then it'll become just a bit easy to target that score.
It's drop and run. They follow the template laid down by Babar and Rizwan. Till the 30th, maybe 35th over, Afghanistan. They got batters in the dugout who can do the job. Ulbuddin in particular can get 50 of 25 if it's required in the death overs.
Pakistan through spin must look to pick wickets, and I think that's been an issue. Because after the platform is laid down by the pacers, the next in line need to be just a little bit more proactive and aggressive when it comes to attacking the opposition. This is a tailor-made situation, perfect situation for Shadab to experiment with that delivery that will probably provide him with a breakthrough, maybe more flight, or try to bowl him between bat and pad by flighting the googly.
Massive turn. He's tossing the ball up, getting the ball to dip and turn and bounce.
Make him drive, force him to be on the front foot, only then that extravagant leg spin or spin will work.
Nicely managed eventually. 15 overs bowled, 52 for 2, Afghanistan.
Everyone warned me about credit cards, but I found the Chime Credit Builder card and was able to build my credit with no annual fees or interest. My score went up over 60 points and I bought my first car. My next goal, a 700 credit score. Join me at chime.com.
My mom got us an aqua sauna. She says it takes bad stuff out of the water and makes it healthier and tastier. She also says no water balloons inside.
Now up to 50% off at aquasana.com.
Well, the required rate's gone over 6 to the over here. I know that Pakistan in their last 20 overs went at 8s. I don't think that this pitch is getting easier to bat on. There's significant turn, and for the seamers there is certainly some inconsistent bounce. And when I say that, the ball's going up, not necessarily staying down, it is going up.
Absolutely, it's been a test so far for the Afghanistan batters. Plenty of support for Pakistan today. And around the Al-Kandasi Stadium, plenty of them come in numbers. In the far distance. Beautiful side of Colombo. Plenty of good places to visit, HG. We've been here for a while.
You can go up there, can't you?
You could. There's a rotating restaurant up there. Plenty of things to do. Last year onwards, Sri Lanka has come from where it was. So it's safe to say that the country is back to normality for the moment.
At what point here? At what point do Afghanistan say, right, we need to just pick it up a little bit? I know they will reflect on how Pakistan played and say, well, we can do the same. But inevitably, it doesn't really work like that. You want to try and stay as close to the run rate as possible. I don't want to get to 7 too quickly. Oh, that's quick.
With the new ball, especially the fast bowlers bowling the way they do, even Fahim Ashraf was getting it to rip through, and Mohammad Wasim bowling at almost 144 clicks. I reckon with the batters, it's important that not to be too positive too early. We all know how fragile the middle order of Afghanistan has to be. What Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam did, these two pair in the middle, got to do that. The foundation, the last 10 to 15 knows if they can get 7 runs per over, they are still in the game.
But the problem for me is that if you bat at this rate, by the time you get to the last 10 or 15 overs, you won't need 7 and over, you'll need 10 and over. Because if they go at 3s and 4s, that will get to 7 extremely quickly.
Honestly, I think it's been a fantastic start so far, and the runs making has been really hard. After 15.5 overs, almost 16 overs, is almost equal. 58 for 2 Pakistan were. Similarly, I think it's very important these two batters get the foundation right.
Again, pacey. End of the 16th, 55 for 2. Riaz is 32 or 55. He's hung in there. He was thrust to the top of the order because of Ibrahim Zadran had been off the field for a period of time, so he couldn't open the batting. So what's happening at the moment here is we've just been informed that there's some technical difficulties going on at the moment with Hawkeye. They'll try and get them up and running as soon as possible. But the captains are being informed that DRS is not available at the moment. Two overs since the last boundary. And that is 2 overs since the last boundary. He's quite a cool customer, the captain. Likes to bat long periods of time. Got a double 100 in a test match. Got that double 100 against Zimbabwe in Abu Dhabi a couple of years ago.
One thing that he has to improve in international cricket is to play fast bowling. And, most of the teams in Ashfaqullah Shahidi is at strike to use that bouncer. Keep him guessing even in test cricket and even in one-day cricket. The length has been quite short.
But it was a nasty one for him. A fairly defensive field still. The amount of spin, there's no slip. A very tidy over, just one from it, 56 for 2.
Firebird, magic in the wings.
Ahmed Wasim Jr. out for 14 and 4. They haven't used their 5th bowler as of yet, Pakistan, but their seamers are racing in here, all going over 140 kilometers an hour. So now they're behind Pakistan, or Afghanistan are behind Pakistan at a similar point, and that does concern me a little bit.
Skipper Babar Azam has the option of having one more fielder in the boundary lineup, maybe 2. In fact, 2, yeah. Still attacking Shahidi with the slip and a gully. Very impressive. Looking for wickets.
Disappointing really with the 2 deliveries there. The captain gives you a slip and has a gully, and the ball's around leg stumpish. It's a little too tight. I know that Wasim Jr. doesn't want to give Shahidi width to be able to cut him, but I think that Babar Azam was saying, look, I need you to go across the left-hander here. I feel he might just push at it.
Good point, HG. It has happened to me as well on playing days. As soon as the cow point comes forward, if the left hand is batting, gets too straight, don't want to give any width, but in this occasion, Shahidi is just bringing back into batsman. That's where I think if he can bowl the sucker ball just outside the off stump, getting him to the front foot, that's definitely a wicket-taking ball. And you need to have the courage, and the experience matters too. I think Mohammad Wasim Jr. played enough cricket in this highest level to understand that. And get that line. Shahidi not moving his front foot that much, that will be a wicket-taking ball for sure.
I think Pakistan and Babar Azam at the moment are just quite content to try and get this run rate up. It's now at 6.5. As I mentioned to you a little bit earlier, just a couple more tight overs and it gets to 7, and it can get out of hand very quickly. By the time they get to those 10, 15 to go that you were talking about, they might need 10 and over. He's hanging on to the back foot. Even that's not that short.
just back off the length, but Shahidi just batting so deep in the crease, waiting for anything short. And straight away after that stroke, the cow pine drops back. Only two deliveries to go. Square leg goes down as well. Somehow Mohammad Wasim has to have the courage to pitch it up. The only criticism I have towards him, other than that, the pace, the bounce, the movement, all brilliant. Just that length in these kind of pitches where it's helpful, it's important. Deep square leg and cow point. Controlling the boundary at the moment.
It's a good length, particularly for someone that's looking for the ball to be short.
Exactly my point. As soon as you get that cover, either side square of the wicket, the length becomes straight, much fuller. This comes with experience. Has happened to the best. This is where this young man got to learn as soon as possible. Plenty of fight for a spot with Nasim Shah, Haris Rauf having a rest. And this is where he has to grab the opportunity as soon as he gets it.
Again, quick, short, well played in the end by the Afghan captain. 58 for 2. Beautifully bowled. And the problem here for Afghanistan is that Shadab is spinning it both ways. And now a slip does come into place. Yeah, this is better.
And the mid-on up as well, inviting the batsman to go against the turn as we speak. Shadab Khan signaling, I think it's Saud Shakil to go back to long on. I would like to see him in the 30-yard circle, asking Riaz Hassan out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, but I think the reason behind the long on going back and the long off going back is not necessarily from a defensive perspective. I think what Shadab is wanting Riaz to do is push at the ball, is to try and push it down the ground for one, and in doing so, possibly the ball can go to slip.
Game of cat and mouse going on at the moment. Shadab Khan in the lead spinner. Still to bowl Mohammad Nawaz. He's a left batsman. He's been playing a lot of cricket.
Partnership 28 of 53 deliveries. Not going anywhere yet. Googly. A maiden. 58 for 2. Salmanaga. Just wonder whether you'll get the same sort of movement from that far end. Some offies. or fielded. The big fast bowler got down well there. That had beaten him, it would have raced away for 4.
100%. Did really well, Shaheen Shah Afridi. It was skidding off the outfield. But in the end, brilliant. That's like what you'll want to see from your big fast bowler.
And again, he needs to get his length right here. Again, that field with the long off, which is, the long off's very, very square, not a straight long off. But if he gets the length right, he's asking Hashmatullah to try and push the ball down the ground. He's busy man.
I tell you what, Babar Azam will do well to change Shaheen Shah Afridi. 3 deliveries, cow point, or spinner bowling with a left hand on strike. That's a business line. And this is where Babar Azam got to be a little careful. Look after his fast bowler, as well as get the best fielder possible, by all means. The right-handed Riyad Hassan, there's no slip field in the offside. Babar Azam shifting across to the leg gully. That will tell me that the line will be middle and leg stump.
The first real show of intent here. This is the bowler. Surely this is the bowler that Afghanistan will look at. Squeezed away. That'll be 1 more.
Right option taken by Riyad Hassan. He's trying to go over mid-off. The first delivery, smashed it really well, but only found the fielder. Second, it was in the arc, but was 2-4. Good getting through some cheap overs, Pakistan.
So just 2 from that over, and that required rate now touches 7. 60 for 2. Did well to get to 268. Pakistan, Rizwan and Baba were very watchful up front, and then the acceleration took place, and Agar and Nawaz, their partnership was instrumental.
Give you a small lead. Last 30 deliveries, just 8 runs scored. That's how well Pakistan have bowled. And for me, these 2 batters, it's going through the motions. Slot sweep, deep square leg fielder. Fakhar Zaman takes it. And this was on the cards, with the amount of pressure being added to these Afghanistan batters. In the end, pays off with Shadab Khan striking, and a good catch by Fakhar Zaman.
Something had to give. Afghanistan were going nowhere, and eventually Riaz decides it's on my shoulders. Just for a moment, Fakhar Zaman hesitates and then realizes, hang on a second, I can get this. Takes the catch comfortably in the end and gives Shadab a well-deserved wicket. So Riaz Hassan goes for 34 in 66 deliveries. Afghanistan 60 for 3. Shahid Kamal. So 2 left-handers at the crease now. We might see a whole heap of wrong-uns bowled here by Shadab. But he's going absolutely nowhere. He's bowled 4 overs. He's gone for 9 runs. He really is spinning it. These are perfect conditions for the leg spinner. And we did say that throughout the Lankan Premier League, he had actually got tougher to bat at night. So often that isn't the case in day-night fixtures when there's a little bit of dew around. The ball skips on nicely and batters love it. But here, it has not been the case in the last few weeks. It has become harder and harder. We've seen the seamers getting uncomfortable bounce, and now we're seeing the spinners getting plenty of turn.
Shahid Kamal is a good player. Did saw him during the ACC Imagine Asia Cup. Really well. Played some important knocks, bowled well as well. And he's here. Riyad Hassan was trying to up the ante, trying to go